Good evening. We welcome you to a meeting of the Buchanan Community Schools Board of Education. All regular meetings have been posted on our district website, in our central office, and in each district school building. Tonight's agenda has been posted on our website and emailed out to the BCS Board of Education community subscription. Our school board members received the agenda and all supporting documents for reports and action items several days prior to the scheduled meeting, so they can review information, prepare questions or comments, and are ready to participate fully in the discussions and votes that encompass the duties of their office. This meeting is a meeting of the Board of Education in public for the purpose of conducting the school district's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. The Buchanan Community Schools Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on district matters as indicated during the public comment portion of the agenda. We request that each interested participant complete and turn in a public comment card to ensure responses can be appropriately addressed. Thank you for your support of Buchanan Community Schools. Let us please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. And now we would like to do our ceremonial oath of office of our new board member, Jenny Brackett. So would you please stand? And please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of this state.
and the Constitution of this state,
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties of office member.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of
Office member
of
the Board of Education
the Board of Education
for Buchanan Community Schools,
for Buchanan Community Schools,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you, and congratulations. Next on our agenda, we have roll call.
Here.
Here. Here.
Here.
Dr. Carlin, absent. Mrs. Ryder,
Here.
Dr. Burnett.
Here. Oh. All right. So the election of acting chairperson, I move that Patricia Robinson serve as acting chairperson until election of a president has been completed.
Support.
And,
Have a second?
Oh,
Yes.
second. Yeah, Chris.
right,
Support.
Chris.
Sorry, I'll be late.
Roll call.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Mrs. Ryder,
Yes.
Dr. Burnett.
Yes.
And now we have the election of the president. A board member makes a motion to nominate a member for president. The vote is taken. If the nominated member receives at least 4 votes, they become president. If the first nominee does not receive 4 votes, a member would read the motion again and nominate a different member and vote again, and votes to be taken again. This motion does not need to be seconded. And once a president is established, they can continue to run the remainder of the board meeting.
I, Ruth Ryder, nominate Dr. Harvey Brunette to serve as president of the Buchanan Board of Education until the organizational meeting of January of 2024.
Mr. Carlson,
Yes.
Mrs. Berry,
No.
Mrs. Brackett,
Yes.
Mrs. Lesh,
Yes.
Mrs. Ryder,
Yes.
Dr. Burnett.
Yes. And, moving on to vice president. A board member makes a motion to nominate a member for the vice president. The vote is taken. If the nominated member receives at least 4 votes, they become vice president. If the first nominee does not receive 4 votes, a member would read the motion again and nominate a different member and votes to be taken again. The motion does not need to be seconded.
I, Kelly Lesh, nominate Ruth Ryder to serve as Vice President of the Buchanan School Board of Education until the organizational meeting in January of 2024.
Mr. Carlson.
Yes.
Mrs. Beard.
Yes.
Yes.
Mrs. Black.
Yes.
Mrs. Ryder.
Yes.
Dr. Burnett.
Yes. Moving on, a board member makes a motion to nominate a member for secretary. The vote is taken. If the nominated member receives at least 4 votes, they become secretary. If the first nominee does not receive 4 votes, a member will read the motion again and nominate a different member, and votes be taken again. The motion does not need to be seconded.
I, Katie Berry, nominate Kelly Lesh to serve as Secretary of the Buchanan Board of Education until the organizational meeting in January of 2024.
Mr. Carlson.
Yes.
Mrs. Beard.
Yes.
Mrs. Brackett.
Yes.
Mrs. Black.
Yes.
Mrs. Ryder.
Yes.
Dr. Burnett.
Yes. And a board member makes a motion to nominate a member for treasurer. The vote is taken. If the nominated member receives at least 4 votes, they become treasurer. If the first nominee does not receive 4 votes, a member would read the motion again and nominate a different member, and votes be taken again. The motion does not need to be seconded.
I, Katie Berry, nominate Chris Carlson to serve as Treasurer of the Buchanan Board of Education until the organizational meeting in January of 2024.
That's you.
Oh, yeah, now I'm it, right? Sorry. Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Miss Berry?
Yes.
Miss Brackett?
Yes.
Miss Lesh, yes. Miss Ryder?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes. All right. All right. Now we need to move to adopt the agenda.
I motion the agenda for the organizational board meeting of January 9th, 2023 be adopted as written.
Support.
And roll call.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Miss Berry?
Yes.
Miss Brackett?
Yes.
Miss Lush, yes. Miss Ryder?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes. All right. Moving on to item H, recognition of visitors. It's us, so
Yeah.
welcome. All right. Superintendent and department notes. None? Okay. Any presentations?
No presentation.
Okay. And public comment? I have received no cards and no one's present, so. Moving on to recommended action other, L1, committee assignments.
I motion the Buchanan Board of Education appoints the following board members to the committees as specified below for the 2023 calendar year.
Support.
So we need to,
Go by
Is that-
seniority,
right.
yep.
so it's.
So you get to pick.
Okay. Policy, board policy.
Okay.
Approved.
Curriculum.
I will do human resources. Katie?
I'll do human resources as well.
Chris?
Finance.
We also have, Scott did send
Right.
some
I was gonna say I did.
recommendations, so
Okay, go
his
ahead.
first one was curriculum, since you're writing it.
Okay. Okay, bracket?
We'll go policy.
Where the heck did it go? There it is. Okay, Harvey?
Mercy, security.
Ryder?
Human resources.
Barry?
Don't you want to go?
Oh, sorry, skip me. Farm Advisory. Now,
You threw me
Barry.
off, I gotta find my
I'm
notes.
so sorry. Barry?
I'm gonna switch it up and go with facilities.
Okay. Carlson?
Facilities.
That was enthusiastic.
It's the two of them together is a heavy workload.
It is a
It
lot.
is, it is a heavy.
For Carlin?
His number 2 was PR.
And Brackett?
I was going to say PR.
Okay, Harvey?
I'll do the Bering Cass School Board
Oh,
Association.
okay.
I'm trying to get that back up.
Ruth?
Facilities.
Public Relations for me. Barry?
Chris scared me. Finance.
And Carlson?
Security.
And Carlin?
Finance if I'm needed for a third. So if anybody else really wants finance, I think he's saying,
Who'll go after that?
I'll go
Anybody
after.
want it? Or wanted it? It looks like,
I think
I mean, I
finance
can,
is- finance is
it
field,
would be
but-
a learning experience for me, so I'm
It
going
is
to
a good learning
embrace
experience.
the learning experience, so I'll do it.
race it, girl. All right. Does he have a different one?
I think any of those at the bottom would be fine
You
with
can
him.
throw them in there.
how about the Bering Risa voting?
There you go.
Okay. And then back to Harvey.
Pass.
Okay. Ryder?
Alternate to Bering Cass School Board Association.
Okay. And I'm going to do emergency security.
You already,
What? I haven't said it yet. Harvey, Carlson, and me. And then Barry. We only have board policy open. Barry and Reese alternative, MASB voting delegate, and an alternate. Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I got it wrong.
I'll do board policy.
Okay. And Carlson?
I'll take MASB voting delegate.
And we did Carlin's order, right? Just the alternates. So, Jen.
Well, since Scott is B. Reese, a voting rep, he can't also be the alternate, so I'll do that.
Okay. You pass. Ruth, I can be.
Oh, I'm sorry, did
Oh.
you say Scott?
It's okay. Yeah, I mean,
Is
he-
Carlin's alternate?
yeah, for,
Sure.
we can do for MASB. And we're full.
Okay.
Not bad.
No?
I was gonna say, do we need to do, we should, right? Yeah, it's okay. I'll just put it right here on the front. All right. I'm just gonna write them real quick. All right, Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Ms. Brackett?
Yes.
Ms. Lesh, yes. Ms. Ryder?
Yes.
And Dr. Burnett.
Yes. Moving on to item L2, building liaisons. Motion.
A motion the Buchanan Board of Education appoints the following board members to serve in the capacity of building liaisons as specified below for the 2023 calendar year.
Support. Let's do Harvey.
I usually
We'll
do
just go in the
all of
order.
them,
You
since
do
I-
all since you're the president? Okay. And
Yeah, that
then,
and I have to
yeah.
own all the buildings.
anyways, yeah, forgot about that. Ruth?
High school.
And I will do Moccasin. And Katie
Middle school.
and Carlson.
High school.
And did Scott put one down or anything?
He said high school rep as needed.
Okay. Scott is needed.
He has a child at
Yeah.
Moccasin.
Moccasin,
So maybe
yep.
that's
Yeah.
where.
We'll stick them, yep. And Brackett.
Middle school.
Ryder.
I'll do the virtual academy.
And I will do Ottawa. And Katie? Your fault. Does anybody want to be put on like an alternate kind of a thing? I know we don't do that, but we always like to know. I know when you send it out to the principals to,
I can be
We
an
all-
alternate at the high school,
okay. And we always
and
get,
you've already got one, so.
yeah. And we always get invited to everything anyway, so, I mean, most of the time when there's a big event, we all get invited. All right, Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Miss Berry?
Yes.
Miss Brackett?
Yes.
Miss Lesh, yes. Miss Ryder?
Yes.
And Dr. Burnett?
Yes.
Okay.
Moving on to item L3, legal counsel.
I motion the Buchanan Board of Education appoints Thrun Law Firm of Lansing, Michigan as board legal counsel for the 2023 calendar year. If needed, the board also approves the use of Clark Hill Law Firm specifically for legal counsel of personnel human resource concerns.
Support.
This is just our annual acceptance of legal counsel as required. Any questions?
Nope.
Roll call.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Miss Berry?
Yes.
Miss Brackett?
Yes.
Miss Lesh? Yes. Miss Ryder?
Yes.
And Dr. Burnett?
Yes.
Who's that?
Moving on to L4, school depositories.
I make a motion that the following institutions be retained as depositories for the appropriate school funds for the 2023 calendar year: Honor Credit Union, United Federal Credit Union, Michigan Class Investment Pool, BMO Harris Bank, UMB Financial Corporation, and U.S. Bank.
Support.
All right. And then these are just our annual, regular depositories?
To do business, yes.
Okay.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Miss Berry?
Abstain based on my employment.
And Miss Brackett?
Yes.
Miss Lesh, yes. Miss Ryder?
Yes.
Dr. Burnett?
Yes. Moving on to item L5, auditory services, auditor services.
I move the Buchanan Board of Education approves the recommendation as submitted by the Business Office Specialist, Carrie Brunsting, for utilization of audit services from either Krugel, Lawton and Company.
Support.
Anything else to add?
No, these are regular auditors.
Okay. Roll call.
Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Miss Berry?
Yes.
Miss Brackett?
Yes.
Miss Lesh, yes. Miss Ryder?
Yes.
And Dr. Burnett?
Yes. Moving on to item L6, cooperative agreements.
I move the Buchanan Board of Education approves cooperative agreements for the 2023 calendar year with the following entities: REMC Association of Michigan, School Specialty, HPS Group Purchasing, MSBO Bus Purchasing, Great Lakes Consortium.
Support.
And these are regular.
These are regular groups that we do business with throughout the year. They've been approved by Michigan Department of Education and the business office as well, so these are regular groups that we do business with.
Roll call.
Patricia, or Mr. Carlson. Okay,
Yes.
right. I was going to write what you said, and then I was like, never mind. Gosh, Mrs. Berry.
Yes.
Happy New Year. Mrs. Brackett.
Yes.
Miss Lesh, yes. Miss Ryder.
Yes.
And Dr. Burnett.
Yes. Moving on to L7, the 2023 board calendar.
I make a motion that 2023 Board of Education meeting calendar is approved as written.
Support.
All right. Any questions?
Looked good.
Okay.
I appreciate that the days, like, I know Martin Luther King Day last year, we had a meeting that day, so.
We've always, I do like not having,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I agree.
All right, roll call.
Mr. Carlson.
Yes.
Miss Berry.
Yes.
Miss Brackett.
Yes.
Miss Lesh, yes. Miss Ryder.
Yes.
And Dr. Burnett.
Yes. Moving on to item L8, school board certification approval.
I move the Buchanan Board of Education adopts the following resolution. 1, resolves to apply for preliminary qualification of bonds by the state treasurer for the purpose of financing the school construction description in this application. 2, that said application is presented to the state treasurer for action prior to the official action of the Board of Education calling the election on said bond issue. 3, resolves that this Board of Education will present a final qualification application to the state treasurer for qualification of their bonds after this bond issue has been approved by the electors of said district. 4, read this application and approved all statements and representations contained herein as true to the best knowledge and belief of the board. 5, authorizes the Secretary of the Board of Education to sign the preliminary application and submit same to the state treasurer for review and approval.
Support.
And Ms. Robinson?
This is pretty much the same process that we followed with our last bond. We had our pre-qualification meeting with the Treasury Department. This is the pre-qualification application that then goes in. Once it is approved, we will have to set up another special meeting, and it's going to be around February 6th for the application to be approved by the board.
Because we're looking for getting on the ballot by May.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions from board members? Roll call.
Mr. Carlson.
Yes.
Miss Berry.
Yes.
Miss Brackett.
Yes.
Miss Lesh, yes. Miss Ryder.
Yes.
Dr. Burnett.
Yes. And moving into closed session for attorney-client
I move
privilege.
the Buchanan Board of Education moves into closed session for a written opinion from legal counsel of attorney-client privilege.
Support.
And 6:25.
6:25, yep.
Roll call.
Mr. Carlson.
Yes.
Miss Berry.
Yes.
Miss Brackett.
Yes.
Miss Lesh, yes. Miss Ryder.
Yes.
And Dr. Burnett.
Yes. Do you want us to go or are we closing the doors? Or?
We're going to go upstairs.
In your,
library.
you can go in your office if you want.
We have,
Or you got the
this
repair.
one set up. We'll have the screens over there.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha, I was like, you don't have to.
Do you have the letter printed, or just bring it with us? The letter, the opinion? No, it's okay, I will bring it. That's all.
So yeah, we shut down.
Dr. Burnett had to leave for another meeting, and so we are returning to open session. I need a motion, please.
I move the Buchanan Board of Education resolves to return to open session.
Support.
Roll call, please.
And we returned at 7:05. Mr. Carlson?
Yes.
Miss Berry?
Yes.
Miss Brackett?
Yes.
Miss Lesh, yes. Miss Ryder?
Yes.
And Dr. Burnett? Oh, is gone now. Sorry.
Okay, that brings us to questions and comments from board members. Welcome, Jenny.
Thank you.
Just welcome, but I wanted to say good job to the district for the end of the year or holiday Christmas break with the weather and taking the extra steps to keep everybody safe, calling ahead of time so people can plan. It is appreciated. I heard it from several people, so I just wanted to pass it on. And welcome, Jenny Brackett.
Thank you.
The only additional thing I'll add, and I know it's not over yet, but the message from Mr. Pruitt yesterday, and I also heard Phil talk about it today, the amount of work that went into taking care of the high school with
Yeah.
the water damage. So I know Phil and Mark Kurland and Brian Pruitt, and I'm sure that there was a whole host of other staff
That
members,
stepped
cleaning,
up, yeah.
maintenance, that had to come in, so thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
What a mess.
Exactly. Any other comments or questions? Okay, with that, the next board meeting will be next Monday, January 17th at 6 PM, and we are adjourned.
Nope, Tuesday.
Yeah, I was like, that's wrong.
Oh,
It's at a
here
Tuesday.
It does say Monday on it, but it's
It
wrong.
does. Tuesday.
Tuesday. It's all right.
I just read what was printed. I
It's
stand
okay.
corrected. Meeting is adjourned.